Hello my yogi friends and welcome to Yoga with Anne Forget. I'm Anne and today you're in for a treat. We're going to move through a beautiful restorative practice. So it's going to be super relaxing. So quickly go and grab heaps of props. You might want to grab a couple of pillows or cushions, a blanket if you have a yoga block or two. So just quickly go and grab it all. So let's get started. We're gonna begin in a supported Baddha Konasana. So grab your biggest pillow or cushion, or maybe even have one or two. I've got a big one for my couch, and prop another big one on top. And I also have my eye pillow here, that can't hurt. And we wiggle our way in. So bring the soles of the feet together. This is where you can use your blanket and a little wrap around the ankle, so that's enough support for your hips and knees. Or if you have, you can use a yoga block or even another pillow or cushion underneath here, underneath the knees. So today is really about supporting the body in any possible ways. We don't want to hold anywhere, we want to be super supported. So if there's a gap somewhere, squish a block in basically, or pillow or cushion. We can use a blanket here when we lay back as a nice covering up, and then I'm going to use my eye pillow here as well. And just relax. So take your time here to maybe even jump up and grab some more pillows or cushions. So it's really about absolutely supporting the body. We don't want to hold anywhere. And today the sensations we might feel are really subtle. So it's completely fine if you move into this pose here with your soles of the feet together, knees wide, and you can't feel a lot. That's completely fine. So today we don't want to feel this big stretch, this big sensation. Today is all about subtle. So a restorative practice is more about focusing on the nervous system. So we're not stretching, not working on our fascia, not strengthening. It's really all about getting the body to relax. That's why we use all our props here. So we can fully surrender, relax the weight of the body down, knowing we're supported. So yeah, it's really about giving the body some time to rest. So in a restorative yoga practice, we're focusing on moving our nervous system from sympathetic to parasympathetic. So nowadays, due to all our busy lifestyles, we tend to be in our sympathetic, in our fight and flight mode most of the time, which has a big effect on our body, because when we're in this fight and flight mode, basically a lot of really essential processes in the body are getting kind of ignored by the body itself, because we're in this jump and run modus, always quick, always busy. And this has a big effect on our respiratory system, on our blood pressure, on our digestion, on our sleep. So today in a restorative practice, it's all about tuning the body from this sympathetic system back into its parasympathetic system, into its rest and digest and rejuvenate modus. So it's really all about relaxing here, calming down, because when we're in our parasympathetic mode, that's when the body comes back to its normal functions here. The digestion's gonna work well. The heart's got time to level the blood pressure. We're gonna sleep better. So it's really important to give the body time in our busy lives to come back to this part of the nervous system. Super, super important. So start to relax a little bit more. We're just going to stay for a couple of breaths longer. And for all our postures here today, really remember, try to completely soften, completely relax. So if you feel like a big stretch somewhere, just use another prop. Really support the body here. Of course, we want to feel a little bit of sensation, but it's mainly about relaxing here. At the moment in this Supta Baddha Konasana, our reclined Baddha Konasana, it's a really nice and subtle groin and hip opener. Awesome to release any cramps if you're in your period, or just to relax the groin, the abdomen. And very, very nice and subtle hip stretch here. You might maybe also feel a bit of a heart opening, a bit of a chest opening as well. So let's take 5 more big breaths here into the chest. Using the exhalation to just surrender a bit more into this pose. Relax the legs a bit more, maybe tuck the chin a bit towards the chest, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Surrendering, softening. You can just explore here a little bit with your breath for the last couple of breaths. Maybe breathing a bit deeper down into the belly, if that fits nice today. Take a last 2 resting breaths here. Last big inhale. Last big exhale. And then from here we take it super, super slow today. Make your way slowly back up. Remove your eye pillow in case you used one. I could have fallen asleep here. And gently press your way back up, bringing the knees together. We're gonna move the props out to the side for a second. Just to do 1 or 2 rounds of cat-cow, which is always nice to do in between. Nice subtle spine stretch. So inhale to drop the belly, chest shines forward. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under, chin to chest. And let's do 1 more. Inhale, stretching the front. Exhale, stretching the back. And then moving into our next posture. Coming into a supported Balasana or child's pose. So again, you might want to use your big cushion, or if you have a yoga bolster, that's great. Or otherwise, we just use 2 cushions or pillows. Snuggled in between the thighs, the knees are wide and the big toes are touching. And as always, the option to maybe prop something underneath the sitting bones. That's always nice if there's quite a big gap, or because this is a restorative practice, feel free to even have a nice big blanket underneath the knees. Some people are really sensitive on the knees and we want to be super supported here. I even grab another beautiful cushion to put on top just to make it extra nice. And I'm gonna grab my blanket as well and cover myself up here. Give this little extra weight on your lower back and your hips, which is super comfy as well. And then walk yourself forward. Relax your weight down and start to soften. Using the first moments here to maybe do any little adjustments with your props. Maybe feel like you need a little bit more in between sitting bones and heels, or maybe even more underneath the chest. So sometimes it's quite hard to fully soften if there's still a little bit of space. So feel free to build as big as a tower as you need here, because we want to be 100% supported. And then relax the shoulders, relax all the muscles in the face. Relax the hips and the lower back. And like I said before, so you might not feel a big sensation here, but it's really more about really in a subtle way opening the body. So we are opening through the hips, the groin, through the shoulders, even the lower and the upper back here, with this little rounding of the spine. So there's a lot going on, even though we might not feel this big sensation. And here you might want to either breathe into the belly, which is a nice little massage for the belly. It might even touch the bolster underneath. Or you can breathe into the lower back, which gives it this extra stretch, this extra opening. Awesome posture if you're prone to any kind of lower back issues as well. And then we're not going to do a lot here. Just keep breathing, keep softening. So restorative yoga is basically the art of doing without doing. So by just staying here, allowing our body the time to calm down, to rest, we're doing more than we would do with a super active practice basically. So good for the body in the long run. So make sure you integrate some relaxation in every day. Might be a restorative yoga practice, or maybe it's a meditation, or maybe it's just relaxing on your couch with a book or some tea. So it's so important to make sure we tune our body into this parasympathetic nervous system on a regular basis. So you might want to turn the head towards the other side here now, just to keep it even in the neck. still remember to relax the shoulders as well. And also observe any parts in the body where you still might hold. Might be your fingers or your toes. So completely try to soften really every part of the body. We take about 5 more big breaths here. Really feeling how you're softening more with every exhalation. Last 2 breaths. Then slowly from here, walk your hands back up. So good. And we're going to leave the bolster where it is. Just straight away move into our next pose, which will be a supported bridge pose. So for this one, there might be a little bit of wriggling around involved, which is fine, so we can take our time here. So in restorative yoga, it's really all about building up all the little props everywhere. And what we will need here is a lot of support underneath the body, and only the shoulders will basically touch the ground or the yoga mat wherever you're doing your yoga. And this is why we need to adjust a little bit. So let's see. So I want my shoulders on the ground and everything else is supported. I almost got it right. So feel free to really take your time here by moving into every posture. So we want to have everything supported and just the shoulders touching the ground. And you can also bring a blanket here underneath the head and shoulders if the floor is a little bit harder than mine and you want just some nice comfiness, comfort underneath the head and shoulders. You can use a blanket again here, pop it onto your belly and thighs. And there are a couple of options here with your arms. You can have them by your side, or you can bring them above the head, which is such an awesome stretch for the shoulders and also a super nice opening for the armpits, which is so important for our hormonal system as well. And then just relax. So take your time to snuggle into this posture. Make sure you tuck the tailbone under slightly in case you're prone to lower back pain. And if you're having a yoga belt at home, feel free, I know it sounds a bit weird, but feel free to pop it around the thighs and zip the thighs together. That just helps to keep the legs together so you can really surrender without any kind of effort. You can use your eye pillow here again, pop it onto your eyes, and then relax. Arms above head. One of my favorite back bends here. yeah, if that's not good for your shoulders, feel free to have your arms by your side. So we're completely supported, but still in a quite deep back bend. So you can always make the little support underneath you a little bit flatter, so not as high as mine, in case it's too heavy on your lower back. And yeah, like I said, make sure you tuck your tailbone under. Then keep breathing into the belly, into the chest. So this one here is super, super nice restorative posture on a couple of levels. So first of all, it's awesome for our digestive system. As you might already feel when you breathe here into your belly, it's an awesome massage. Nice little stretch here for the belly. So very, very good if anything is going on in your tummy. And of course we've got this nice little back bend here, this opening of the chest, stretch of the upper back. And then most importantly here, because it's a nice neck stretch here as well, we're working very, very deep with our glands that are around the neck. And those glands are basically responsible for balancing our hormones in our body. So stretching those is super, super awesome for just our whole hormonal system. So this posture is also said to be great in case you have any kind of unbalanced hormones, or if you tend to mood swings or anything like that. So then this is for you. So anything about the hormones, this is the way to do here. This is the way to go. And then just keep breathing, keep softening. Make sure you can relax through the feet, through the legs. Everything is supported. Let's take 5 more breaths here. And like I said earlier, with the incorporating of some relaxation, some calm into your everyday life, you don't always have to do like a whole restorative yoga sequence. You can just do one posture at a time. So if you just do this posture for 5 to 10 minutes, that's already great, just to get your body back into this parasympathetic nervous system, or any of the other postures, of course. So if you are one of those busy people and you still want to do something good for your body, maybe just make enough time for one of the postures. Just to really give the body the chance to tune down, calm down. So last 2 breaths here. Breathing deeply into the belly, into the chest. And then from here, really mindful how you're gonna make your way out of this. So you can roll to one side. If that is a bit too scary, we just start to bend the knees, get rid of our little blanket here, and press ourselves with the engagement of the core back up. Or like I said, feel free to rock to one side. And then just for the first moment, take a bit of the whatever was underneath your upper back, and we just take the knees into the chest for a little hug. Just a little rocking left to right, in case this posture was quite intense on your lower back. You can circle the knees into one direction or the other. And then it's already time for our last posture here. And for this one, we will need a wall or a chair or a lounge, because we're going to come into beautiful legs up the wall. So if you've got a wall nearby, I'm lucky here, you can bring the legs up the wall, and you can put a blanket underneath to make it extra comfy, like this. And then you snuggle your hips on the side of the wall, then pivot your legs around, coming with your legs up the wall. If you don't have a wall, don't worry, you can just bring any kind of chair at the end of the mat and just have your feet on top of the chair, or maybe you're near a couch or a lounge. Do the same, snuggle your bum towards the edge of the couch, and then put your feet on top of the couch or the lounge. So it doesn't really matter here if the legs are straight or bent, as long as the feet are lifted, we're in our perfect position. And then any kind of prop again that might feel super comfortable, you can use here as well. So you can put the blanket underneath, maybe another blanket under the head, or if you've got a cushion that's not super high, you can even put it underneath the bum to get kind of a waterfall effect here as well. Just increases this effect of blood flowing back into the body. But you don't need this extra cushion here, so that's completely up to you. Some people feel that it presses them a little bit too much towards the top of the mat, so your choice. Again, you can use your eye pillow here if you like, and then your hands are by your side or above the head, your choice, or you can have them on your belly, whatever feels the best here in your body. And we relax once again. Viparita Karani, the fountain of the youth. Our apparently most rejuvenating posture. Apparently alleviates the signs of aging. So can't hurt to do this on a regular basis, I think. But it's definitely awesome for the body, because as you might feel already, the blood flows from your feet into the legs and back into the vital organs, so all the organs get a nice big flush of blood the heart can calm down because it doesn't have to pump as much. So the blood pressure usually goes down a little bit with this posture. It's very calming and cooling. Very good also for people suffering from heat flushes during the menopause, so that's a good one to do as well here. And once again tunes us into this rest and digest nervous system of the body, because we have this bit of pressure here on our sacrum, and around the sacrum we have quite a big what do you call it, a big group of nervous cells that basically send the body the signal, okay, there's pressure on here now it's time to move into our relaxed mode, into our parasympathetic nervous system. So just keep breathing deeply, keep relaxing. Maybe give yourself a little smile. Sometimes a little smile to ourselves goes a long way. And then take some time here to just be proud of yourself that you carved out this time today to nurture your body, to find some calm and peace. Really, so, I can't even say how much. That's so important in our busy lives at the moment, or at every moment really. So let's take 5 more breaths here. Really feeling the weight of your legs in your lower back. Feeling the softening of the rib cage and the shoulders. Softening of all the muscles in your face. And last 2 breaths. From there, we're just going to start to bring knees back into the chest. Give them a little hug once again and walk over to one side. And this is where we might move into our Shavasana. So feel free to make your way into Shavasana. You can have a blanket underneath the head. I mean, we already have all those props here, so feel free to use those. Awesome is a bolster underneath the knees. Or your eye puller once again. Just snuggle your way down. Hope you feel super relaxed, super released. And just sink into Shavasana. Maybe a couple of rinsing breath before you completely dive in. So taking an inhale into the nose and out through the mouth. Really releasing. And 2 more into the nose, out through the mouth. Big sigh. And 1 more. Into the nose and out. So feel your whole body relaxing here. And as always, this is the part where I'm gonna leave you. If you've got a little bit of time still left on your hand, I really recommend you to put on a yoga nidra. I also have a yoga nidra on my channel if you want to give that a little try. And that's just another 15 minutes, but after that, combined with a restorative practice, I can already promise you you're going to feel the calmest you've been in ages, the most relaxed. So yeah, either move into a yoga nidra, or you can just stay here in your Shavasana for at least 5 more minutes, or as long as you've got time. Thank you so much for joining me here for this super relaxing practice. I hope you really feel more relaxed, your parasympathetic nervous system switched on. If you loved this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel and check out what else I've got to offer, and maybe even let me know in the comments below, maybe even any kind of practice you would like to have as well. Always happy about recommendations. And then the only thing left to say is thank you so much for joining me here today, and I hope you've got the most beautiful day ahead of you. Namaste.